Imagine this. You're a wide-eyed 17-year-old girl, stepping into the world of romance for the very first time, only to have it twist into a labyrinth of manipulation, pain, and betrayal that leaves scars deeper than you ever imagined. But hold on, because this isn't just a story of heartbreak. It's a saga of rising from the ashes, forging unlikely alliances, and delivering a revenge so meticulously crafted, so chillingly effective, that it ensures your tormentor never finds solace again. This is the raw, unfiltered tale pulled straight from the depths of Reddit, where one woman's journey from victim to victor will grip your heart, ignite your fury, and ultimately leave you with that intoxicating rush of justice served cold. If you've ever been wronged in love, if you've ever felt the sting of emotional warfare, this story is for you. Stay tuned, because what unfolds next is a roller coaster of emotions that will have you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Let's rewind the clock to December 2021. Picture a typical end of year. Bustle. Holidays approaching. The air filled with anticipation. I was 17, a female navigating the tail end of my high school years, buried under a mountain of exams that seemed never-ending. My mind was a whirlwind of formulas, essays, and stress-induced late nights. Meanwhile, my mom was off at a children's birthday party for her nephew's son, my cousin, whom I'll refer to as T to keep things anonymous. T had this longtime buddy named E, and E had an 18-year-old son. For the sake of this story, we'll call him Rat, because as you'll soon see, that's precisely the kind of slimy, deceitful creature he revealed himself to be. Rat and I weren't strangers, not entirely. Our paths had crossed way back in childhood, around the age of 9. He was this awkward kid who, in a moment of youthful boldness, asked me to be his girlfriend. It was cute, innocent, the stuff of playground crushes. But life pulled us in different directions. Families moved, interests shifted, and we faded from each other's memories like old photographs tucked away in a drawer. That is, until that fateful party. My mom, ever the social butterfly, struck up a conversation with Ian Rat. She mentioned me probably boasting about my grades or something mundane, and suddenly, Rat's memory sparked. He remembered the girl from his past, the one who'd slipped away. Intrigued, he tracked me down on Instagram, sent a follow request that I accepted without a second thought. From there, it was a quick slide into WhatsApp chats. Casual at first. Hey, remember me? Turned into sharing memes, talking about school. And before I knew it, we were exchanging messages like old friends catching up after years apart. It escalated faster than I could process. Just a few days into our digital reconnection, we decided to hang out. Not alone. No, that would have been too intense. Instead, it was with a group of his friends. A casual night out that felt safe and fun. Laughter echoed, stories flowed, and in the midst of it all, we shared our first kiss. It was electric, the kind of moment that makes your heart race and your cheeks flush. From that night on, everything accelerated. We talked nonstop, morning texts, afternoon check-ins, late-night deep dives into dreams and fears. It was intoxicating, this constant connection in a world that had felt so isolated during the pandemic. 12 days after that kiss, just 12, he asked me to be his girlfriend. I said yes. Oh, how I wish I could go back and shake my younger self, warn her of the storm brewing. But I was naive, sheltered by circumstance. The pandemic had robbed me of those typical teen experiences. Parties, crushes, heartbreaks. This felt like fate. A childhood acquaintance reemerging like a rom-com plot. How could it go wrong? Spoiler, it was doomed from the start. Our relationship kicked off with a bang. The first month was nothing short of magical. A honeymoon phase that painted everything in golden hues. Living in the southern hemisphere, January meant summer vacation, beaches, sun, and endless freedom. We spent a full week together by the ocean, waves crashing as our backdrop, walks on the sand, picnics under palm trees, stolen kisses as the sun set. It was during that trip that I lost my virginity to him. It felt right, vulnerable yet empowering. His touch was gentle, the moment intimate. Sure, his family struck me as a bit eccentric. Odd dynamics, whispered tensions, but I brushed it aside. I was dating him, not them. What did it matter? As February rolled in, however, the fairy tale began to fracture. My birthday fell in that month, and he made an effort, showed up to the party, brought a gift, played the doting boyfriend. But beneath the surface, things were shifting. Our physical intimacy had been frequent, passionate at first. Every opportunity, his place, mine, even spontaneous spots, we seized it. Initially, it was exhilarating, a rush of discovery. But soon, I craved more than just the physical. I wanted cuddles on the couch, Deep conversations without the inevitable pivot to sex. Simple affection, the kind that builds emotional bonds. Yet I couldn't voice it. Fear held me back. Fear of seeming ungrateful, of pushing him away. This was my first relationship, a blank slate. But for Rat, it was his sixth, a glaring red flag waving in the wind, one I chose to ignore. He had a habit of dredging up his past loves, recounting every detail with unsettling casualness. How they met. We bumped into each other at a concert. What the sex was like. Intense, but she was too clingy. Why it ended. I got bored. And then there was that one ex he lingered on. I think if I hadn't been such an asshole, we'd still be together today. His words hung in the air like a confession, a warning I didn't heed. Who talks like that to their current partner? It planted seeds of doubt, but I swallowed them down. The fight started small, but snowballed into something monstrous. I didn't know what healthy conflict looked like. He'd exploit my vulnerabilities, especially my mental health. Silence that left me. When he did respond, it was curt. Cold texts that cut like knives. Piercing gaze that triggered instant panic. Every dispute followed the same script. Tears streaming, I'd bawl until my eyes swelled, drawing blood as a twisted release. He'd watch, unmoved, until I hit rock bottom. This cycle repeated 2, 3 times a month, yet interspersed were these grand gestures. On our anniversary, he'd post elaborate stories on social media, long, a 1 month with the love of my life. It felt exposing, our privacy shredded. How many girls yearn for public affirmation? I was getting novels. By the 4th month, the toxicity seeped into our physical life. I was dry, unprepared, and the result? If you're unfamiliar, imagine tearing delicate tissue. He withdrew immediately, apologies tumbling out. These injuries don't fully mend. I must proceed cautiously, mindful of that lingering vulnerability. His frustration simmered beneath the surface, poorly masked. Sighs, subtle complaints. The next 2 months, the mental abuse intensified. More fights, more silences, more breakdowns. Stress ravaged my body. I shed 8 kilograms, about 17 pounds, in mere weeks. 60 quar, roughly 132 pounds. Friends whispered concerns. My inexperience left me ill-equipped. Rat, however, wielded arguments like weapons. Silent treatments stretched for days, radio, anxiously checking my phone, heart pounding, in person. His stare was worse. A blank. My breath coming in short gasps. Chest tightening. I'd end up apologizing, but not before breaking down completely. In moments of despair, I'd scratch my arms with my nails. Panic attacks became routine. Hyperventilating. Shaking, the world blurring. Only then would he relent, pulling me back with feigned remorse. Punishment disguised as love. Every month, detailed paragraphs spilling our intimate moments for all to see. Remember that night on the beach? But I silenced my discomfort. A single photo, a tag. Complaining seemed ungrateful, spoiled. One hurried encounter, he was impatient. Pushed before I was ready. A vaginal fissure. The pain was searing. One of the worst I've endured. We were clueless at first, but research later revealed the truth. To this day, with my current partner, sex was off the table for a month. Attempts at patience frayed. It added another layer of guilt. I felt like I was failing him. I'll condense them, as the full recount would stretch this tale endlessly. In our 6th month, threats of breakup loomed constantly. A sword over my head, my ideal weight. I dipped below, becoming gaunt, pale, a shadow of myself. I looked like a cadaver. Eyes hollow, skin sallow. Then, the axe fell. He ended it for good. Devastation hit like a tidal wave. Days blurred into nights of sobbing, isolation. A week later, 7 short days, he posted stories with another girl, laughing, carefree. Salt in the wound. Rock bottom beckoned. I sought help, a psychiatrist who prescribed an antidepressant and a sleep aid.
Potent meds that dulled the edges, left me foggy, numb.
Rat knew. He stayed in sporadic contact, aware of my fragility. Yet exploiting it, he proposed coming over one day. Mom out, house empty. For a hookup. My mind was a haze. Emotional dependency chained me. Meds clouded judgment. I agreed, though friends argue consent was absent. This toxic limbo lasted 4 months. Stolen moments, false intimacy. Until he posted with a new girlfriend, dubbing her such, and axed our plans the next day. Shattered anew, I teetered on the edge. Suicidal thoughts, severe self-harm. Sanity slipped away. I blocked his posts, but he persisted. Messages trickling in even as he dated this girl, whom we'll call Chaos. The name will make sense soon. This dragged into December 2022, a year since our start. January 2023 brought tentative stability, but his contacts continued, while committed to her. No physical betrayal, but emotional, undeniable. February 2023, acceptance to my dream college. A beacon. He congratulated me, oddly. College revolutionized me. New friends, parties, joy. 2023 shone brightest. His messages dwindled until June, when realization dawned. His next attempt? Blocked everywhere. Rumors said he still mentioned me, while dating. April 2024. A DM from an acquaintance. Rat single. Wants contact. Laughter erupted, genuine after years. Declined firmly. May 15th. Audio via WhatsApp from another girl. Rat's voice. Pleading for one last time before relocating. She relayed more. Unblocked briefly to confront. No emissaries. Blocked for cause. He begged, misses me, needs closure. Refused, reblocked. Epiphany. He'd target Chaos. Via mutual friend, warned her. She sought direct chat. Revelations? Flowed. She unknown of 2023 contacts during their relationship. Cheating, we agreed. Same day she confronted him face to face. Lies unraveled. She dismantled him. Boy, not man. Liar. Dad's clone. He loathed his cheating father. Product of bad sex. Left him wrecked. Chaos escalated. Invited me for drinks. Accepted. Small town. Us together. Gossip fuel. Bar scene. His friends gawked. We're both beauties unapologetically. Toasted his departure. He arrived, stared. Ignored him. Bonded hours. His text. Hope you're enjoying. Her reply. Laugh. Amazing, thanks. Photo sent. Farewell gift. Empowering. Avenged for all victims. Chaos. Abused too. Retaliated fiercely. Admirable strength. Now, alerting his new city's network. Warnings abound. Threatened leaks to mom if contacted. Update late May. Campus appearance. Text via friend's phone. Once talk terrified. Live alone nearby. He knows friends intervened. 1 distracted. 3 escorted home. Called his mom. Dramatic plea. Oscar worthy. Promised action. But June-July, night calls 2 to 4 a.m. Same numbers, his friends. WhatsApp confirmed. Anonymous IG stories matched timings. Screenshots compiled. August. Police. Stalking protective order. Approved. Small city buzzes. Delegate dad's friend aided. Record stained. Searches reveal it first. Ejected from parties. Family informed. Job? Tipped off, fired. Peace denied while I'm here. 2024's chaos taught. Revenge, cold served, supreme. Let's dive deeper into that initial meeting. When my mom came home from the party, she was buzzing with excitement. You won't believe who I ran into, she said, her eyes sparkling as she unpacked. Party favors, little bags of candy and toys for the kids. E and his son Rat. Remember him from when you were little? He asked about you. I rolled my eyes at first, buried in my study notes, but curiosity piqued. I pulled up Instagram, saw his follow request, and accepted. His profile was typical teen stuff. Photos with friends, gym selfies, beach shots, nothing alarming. Our first chats were light. Hey, long time no see? Your mom said you're killing it in school. I'd reply with emojis, sharing bits about my life. It felt harmless, flattering even. That group hangout? It was at a local park, evening lights twinkling, music from someone's speaker. His friends were rowdy but fun, jokes flying, sodas passed around. The kiss happened under a tree, away from the group. His lips soft, hands gentle on my waist. Heart raced. Butterflies exploded. I've thought about you since we were kids, he whispered. Romantic, right? The whirlwind courtship. Texts at all hours. Good morning, beautiful. What are you thinking about? Deep questions, dreams, fears. I opened up about pandemic isolation, feeling like life passed me by. He shared too, or so I thought. Looking back, his stories were curated, avoiding depths, asking me out. 12 days post-kiss over video call. I can't stop thinking about you. Be mine. Yes, slipped out giddy. Beach week, salty air, sunscreen scent, waves lulling. Mornings coffee on balcony, afternoon swimming. Virginity loss. Sunset, blanket on sand. nervous but trusting. Pain mingled with pleasure. He was attentive after. Family weirdness. His mom overbearing, dad absent, cheater, he confided, hatred evident. Siblings chaotic, ignored. February shift. Birthday party. Friends, cake, him charming. But post-party, intimacy demands grew. Come on, babe, it's been days. I'd acquiesce, fearing rejection. Red flags, ex stories during drives. My first was wild but clingy. Uncomfortable, but I'd laugh it off. Fights detailed, first over late text. Silent 3 days. Panic built. I'd message desperately. Reunion. His cold stare, my tears. Sorry. I'd sob, scratching arms. He'd hug. It's okay now. Anniversary posts. 4 months with my soulmate. Remember that Fisher? Scary, but we're stronger. Mortifying exposure. Fisher incident. Rushed, pain-sharp, blood. Emergency search. Vaginal tear. Month of discomfort. His size. Miss you that way. Weight loss. Stress eating ceased. Clothes hung loose, mirrors showed bones. Breakup. It's not working. Cried in bed. World ending. Post-breakup girl. Stories of dates. Jealousy consumed. Psychiatrist. You're depressed. Meds blurred days. Hookup proposal. Just once for old times. Foggy consent. 4 months. Secret meets guilt. New girlfriend post. Devastation. Razor on wrists. Stopped by friend. Blocking attempts. He bypassed with new accounts. 2023 recovery. College acceptance letter. Tears of joy. Congrats, he messaged. Ignored. College life. Lectures, dorm parties, new crushes. Happiness bloomed. June block. Leave me alone. Rumors via friends. He's obsessed. April 2410 laughter echoed in room. Tell him no. May audio. Voice pleading. Chills. Unblock confrontation. Stop this. His desperation. Please, one talk. Chaos chat. He messaged you while with me? Fury shared. Confrontation details. Her words cutting, his face crumbling. Bar night. Outfits slay. Drinks flow. Friends shock. His stare burning. Text exchange hilarious. Alliance. Warnings spread. Leaks threatened. Update campus. Heart pounding. Friends heroism. Mom call. Your son's stalking. Sobs feigned. Concern elicited. Calls. Sleepless nights. Fear. Evidence. Screenshots piled. Police. Statement given. Order granted. Relief washed over. Consequences. Parties barred. Job lost. Reputation tarnished. Reflection. Strength gained. Lessons learned. Revenge's sweetness. During the magical first month, every day felt like a dream. Waking to his texts. Can't wait to see you. School break spent together. Parks, movies. Beach trip details. Packing excitement. Road trip singing. Arrival. Hotel room overlooking ocean. Walks hand in hand. Intimacy buildup. Kisses leading to more. Consent discussions or lack thereof in retrospect. Post-loss cuddling stars above. Family dinners awkward. Mom's prying questions. Dad's silence. February birthday. Party theme. Friends' gifts. His presence comforting. But later argument over attention to male friend. Sex fatigue. Not tonight, I'd think, but say yes. Internal conflict. Love or obligation. Ex stories. Car rides. He'd recount. She was great in bed but dramatic. Jealousy stirred. Suppressed. Fight cycles. Detailed one. Over-cancelled plan. Silence, anxiety peaks. Reunion. Hyperventilation. Self-harm scars. His forgiveness. Posts. Screenshots saved. Embarrassment. Fisher. Pain description. Burning. Tears. Doctor visit skipped. Self-heal attempted. Frustration. His masturbation hints. Weight loss. Meal skipped. Stomach knots. Friends noticed. Eat something. Breakup call. Voice cold. Reasons vague. Days bedbound. Tears endless. New girl. Scrolling. Heartache. Therapy. Office sent. Doctor's empathy. Midst side effects. Drowsiness. Numbness. Hook up. Door knock. Hesitant embrace. Post regret. Suicide attempt. Bathroom. Blade. Friends call saving. Chaos intro. Name fitting. Storm she brought. Confrontation imagined. Her voice rising, his denials. Bar, drink tastes, laughter topics, shared ex-horror stories. Warnings, messages drafted, sent to networks. Campus scare, campus paths, fear grip. Friends protection warmth, mom conversation. Voice trembling, details spilled. Calls, phone buzzing, insomnia. Evidence gathering, tech sleuthing thrill. Police visit, station atmosphere, forms filled. Order effects, social whispers, satisfaction. Job tip-off, anonymous email, justice. Final thoughts, growth, empowerment. No regrets.